What's going on, comic book tribe? I am Molecular Maurice, and welcome to the Unmasked Comic, where we do comics on the go, bro. American history, since its conception, has been linked to its pioneers of folklore that usually accompanies ideas for historical fiction. Or maybe the truth is just stranger than fiction. Either way, writer Reginald Huddling and artist Leon Chills combined their creative skills with the Milestone DC characters Icon and Hardware, who stumbled upon a time machine that was crafted by Benjamin Banneker when he invented the clock, but it was hidden underneath the catacombs of Washington, D.C. This is where our character, Curtis Metcalf, Hardware, finds the time machine and reverse engineers the tech to go back in time. Huddling and Chills developed 5 issues where worlds collided and causes a battle between Icon and Hardware. In one issue, Hardware has manipulated the timeline that he changes Icon's origin. Benjamin Banneker was born November 9th, 1731, inventor whose precision in astronomy and science contributed to the almanac, the first modern clock in the United States, and the blueprint for the streets and architecture of Washington, D.C. Although loosely spoken of and taught by our modern school systems, there are books written about his accomplishments. One written by Rachel Jamison Webster that showcases his ancestry and family. When the pre-icon, Arnis, is selected by the cooperative to go to Earth because Hardware's interference in the natural order of things has caused a rift in the galaxy. So Arnis boards the ship with others, wakes up, finds the terrorists, barely survives, and hightails it on an escape pod. Now here is where it gets interesting. Arnis is picked up by a tractor beam that guides him safely to Earth. He lands at the United Countries of Africa, UCA, in 1843. He's ambushed by guards as soon as the pod door opened. The UCA was advanced, like way well ahead of their time. Curtis Metcalf orders the guards to drop their weapons and he escorts Arnis to his palace. There, he begins to tell Arnis that he has set his DNA at the end of the year of every timeline he has gone to. This allows him to always be present and have superior tech. Also, the citizens of the UCA think he is a god. Arnis has a big problem with this, of course, with him playing God. Not to mention, Curtis righted the wrongs of history, but reversing the roles. For instance, the whites were the slaves, but he erased World War I and II, but the Holocaust still existed. Curtis was set on placing black culture at the top while everyone else wasn't. But just like any people who are oppressed, follows rebellion, revolutions, and uprisings. Curtis also found out Icon's true origin as Arnis and that he is an alien that first landed on a plantation. They are both on a quest now to take the other one out. Arnis has no clue how to get back to his planet. This is also another timeline that remained consistent through the changes. Flashing back to their conversation in UCA, Curtis determines that there is no such thing as a utopia, because in his mind, he has tried to create one, not to mention trying to change his outcome of being set up by Tony Alva, creating the gas that caused the Big Bang, and never meeting his father. But no matter the differences, Icon still must help Hardware clean up his messes of the unorthodox time holes he created, such as dinosaurs ripping up the city. In these instances, Icon is helped by Rocket just the same. Static even makes some appearances as well. Hardware, Mr. Curtis Metcalf himself, repeatedly clicks his button of the reverse engineered technology he made to go back and change things. He keeps doing it. In one instance, leaving Arnis stunned and trapped in the world that Curtis created. Until one day, they catch the attention of a space traveler who has his eyes set on galactic domination. This is no other than Brainiac, who has been watching Icon, Hardware, and Rocket go ham trying to correct the whole timeline. Approaching with his terrifying ship and superior robot tech, Brainiac intends on taking over and subduing the Earth under his will and testament. All this from a hidden time machine created by the inventor of the American wooden clock, Benjamin Banneker. Now that's historical fiction for you.
This is the rhythm of the...
Yeah! Comics on the go, bro.